Right people, welcome back. Another taxi seat trimming video. I'm jumping straight back in to sort the front out because I figure if I don't jump straight back on it and solve this problem and get it done, it will either take me forever or years, like fucking years. So I'm going right in. Went and got it out the taxi. I thought I was going to have to take the whole seat out, managed to get it out without doing that, which wasn't too bad, and now I'm at this point. Yeah, right, so I've got the base, I've got that one off. It looks like this, right? Many stains, lovely. So I'm actually unpicking it now, starting to take apart all of the bits from it. One of the issues, well not the issues, but one of the challenges that I'm gonna have is that this is all one piece on that top piece. So that top piece that sits on the front here, you can see it's already been repaired. Someone's fat ass has worn it away. Mine clearly is gonna do the same. It is a bit kind of, you can see kind of the bit of the foam coming away, but that'll be fine. What I am going to concentrate on though is obviously trying to make sure it's as nice as possible. But this, yeah, this is in one piece and I want the center bit to be suede, the outer bits to be vinyl. So I'm going to have to attempt to make that myself. So I'm going to unstitch it completely, like the side bits, because there are two separate side bits and the bits that attach it from the bottom. So I'm taking all those apart now. I'll concentrate on the base to start with because I don't really know what I'm doing and I've got to make it up. So I will cut the center section out, because there's stitching there, so I'll cut it along the stitching, add like, you know, 10 milli the side, enough for me to get a bit of a fold on it, a bit of a stitch, cut that material out and do the same for the side bits and then see if I can stitch them together, and then that'll be a start, see where we are with that. If you're new here and you're wondering what the hell's going on, I'll try and put a playlist either in the description or up here somewhere. Check out what I've done to the taxi so far, the little makeover it's been on. It's night and day different to where it started, but as you are here, enjoy or go back, whichever you want to do, but we're here and we're cracking on. I've already unstitched the two side pieces, so they should be fairly easy to recreate out of this black vinyl stuff I've got, and this is the center bit, so now I'm going to have to cut down these edges, like I said, then extend them slightly, then we'll get these pieces cut out straight away. I reckon if I crack on now, it's like mid-afternoon, I reckon if I can crack on, I can have this seat base done by this evening. Before I waited a long time, you'll see if you haven't seen the previous video of me doing the back seats, check that out. It took me a long time, and when I've been talking about this, I started talking about it ages and ages ago. I got the pieces, I cut them out, I waited, and that was mainly through fear. I was like, I can't do it myself. I didn't think I was going to be able to, but then I figured out, just give it a go, it can't be that bad. And it wasn't so bad, it turned out all right. So I'm not hanging around on these ones, I'm gonna go straight into it and I'm gonna get them done as quickly as I can. Obviously as good as I can as well, but I really wanna get them just done. Why not? Just get them sorted, I can do this. We now have 3 separate pieces instead of 1. So I'm gonna recreate this out of the suede, recreate these out of the vinyl, get this line stitched in, because that's one of the major things you've got to do, is get this line stitched in so it looks the same, and then we can start to stitch them together. Small steps. It's a sweaty 2 hours later, but I have absolutely dominated through that, and I'm pretty pleased with the results. Yes, look at that. Toasty maker, might have one for dinner. Look at that, all sorted. So that is the top. Pretty good. So, next, more complicated because it's the whole back side, you know, the seat back. But this is where I'm at. Again, picked all of the stuff apart, and like the seat base, I'm going to be running with the center being the suede. Look at that, disgustingly dirty it is. They don't even match, so I don't know what happened there. Anyway, the center is going to be the suede, so I'll cut that out first and then extend it slightly so I've got that center just like I did the other bit. Then I'll be doing the bolsters out of the leatherette, vinyl, whatever you want to call it. I mean, it's vinyl. And then equally another bit, this is vinyl anyway, but obviously I can't really use that because it's a bit buggered. And then these 2 bits out of vinyl, and then I can start putting it back together. I'm not sure if I'll 100% get all of this done in one day. If I do, I mean, it's pretty good. The harder bit about this is it creates a whole cover, so it's like a whole sleeve that has to slide on, and that's more difficult from a stitching point of view because you have to then turn it all back inside out, etc, etc. You know what I mean. Anyway, I'm gonna crack on. I'm gonna cut out the main section of that, so the inner suede, and then the main part I'm gonna try and do is the front bit that you can see. So it looks like, you know, it looks like this. So you've got the two bits like that's, you know what I mean. But look at it, I mean, that's pretty damn good. So I've cut it out. One slight concern I have is the fact that this front material, the material in general, is, well, it's thick. You know, like it's padded, it's foamy. And that's not an issue, but obviously that provides more support than mine does. But the back's generally got padding, so it's gonna be, I mean, it's happening anyway, so whatever. Decent progress being made. Seat back was like this. Well, I'll give you a transition. Yeah, check it out. So that's looking pretty good. Don't know if it fit yet, but it's looking pretty good so far. I've got the two side bits to do now, stitch them on, then the main back bit, and then it's starting to really take shape. I do reckon I can get this done by the end of today. That would be the speediest thing I've ever done, ever. I really want to sit down and stop for a bit because my back's going, but I'm gonna get these bits done. I killed myself. The last things I have to stitch on now are these, which are the things that help pull it together at the bottom. They attach underneath and then attach together, but this is where I'm at. Seat back, seat base, seat back, seat base, seat back, seat base. So yeah, these bits now need to go on like under here. So I'll have to manually stitch those on, but it's alright, you won't see them because they go underneath. And then there's another bit that goes on the back there all the way along. And then this, you can see just here. Oh, you can't because I'm not putting it on in camera. Just focus, there we go. Focus. So it hooks over. See there, the little hook? It's like a fish hook from that angle. It hooks over and then it attaches it in place, keeps it nice and tight. It is dark outside. So annoyingly, I've got all the way to this point and I can't even put it in. I mean, I can't even do it, but I've done it. I say I've done it. That last little bit I've got to do. I'll manually stitch those on now, but I'm so close. It's now 6:45. I started about 3-ish, 3 o'clock. So it's taken me about three odd hours, which I think, I mean, we haven't seen it in the car yet, so let's not get too kind of ahead of ourselves. But for where it is now, I'm pretty pleased with that. There's a couple of things I do differently. I did some things on the seat back that I should have done on there, like when it comes to the actual stitching on the base. I did a single line there because that's what it had on the other one. It had a single line. It didn't have this, which is on the back, you know, the folds. And I did the folds there because I thought that actually looks nicer. So I windmilled and just made it up because, you know, kind of a professional now if you hadn't realised. Anyway, so what I'll do is, I mean, I'm not, if you look up close, a lot of this stuff, don't look up close, but anyway, it's better than the manky shit that was there before. So I'll add these on now, and then tomorrow morning I'll go out and put it on. Wicked. Good job, Ross. So it's the next day. I was going to crack on with some Citroen stuff today, but I woke up feeling like shit. I'm still testing positive for COVID, and I just looked at the videos as well from doing it yesterday, and yeah, I was a sweaty, clammy mess and bloodshot eyes, so I think I keep pushing myself a bit too much because I have issues and I'm incapable of rest, which is my own downfall, I understand. So I am going to try and rest a bit more today, so I'm not going to crack on with the Citroen stuff that I was going to start. I'm just going to make sure that this is right. But again, I'm impatient, so last night I did actually go out and put it in the car. But I realised that in my haste, I actually stitched something on incorrectly. Just one of the plastic bits, but I'll need to take that off. I'll come and show you. It's not a huge deal. It should take me about 10-20 minutes to do, but pain in the ass because it would have been nice to have it done. So it's going to look a little bit flappy. Not flappy, just not as tight because I can't tighten it fully on yet because of this bit of plastic. But as soon as I've done that, you'll see that it should be Perfect, let me show you what it looks like now. You'd have to excuse the shitty mess that came out from there, but look at that. It's quality. Like I said, this stuff will all be a lot smoother when... So I smacked myself in the head with this last night as well, so I'll show you. So you got to do this. Just sit that, smack me in the head. Right, so this back here, this piece here needs to go on the other way around. Like I said near the beginning, you kind of have to, excuse the wind, hook one onto the other, and this one doesn't hook onto the other, so I'm just going to take this back off, fix that bit, and that's probably the main thing I'm going to get sorted today. So I'll do that, get everything back in place, bolt it all down, so it's all sorted, and yeah, do the back as well. I'm going to clear out everything. I might take some stuff inside now, clear out some stuff here, and then yeah, get these bases bolted in a bit better because they're not bolted in currently, so just need to use some of the bolts in there, bolt these seat bases in, so then we've got the back all sorted, and just this to fit back up there again, and yeah, then I can do these simple ones. But again, take it easy today, Ross, take it easy, but I just want to make it a bit tidier in here, so I'll crack on with that. Just take it easy, Ross, no problem. What I realised is that you got to take a lot of the stuff back out to get a lot of the stuff back in, so I had to get all the seat belts back in and bolted in properly, and all the holders for the seat belts in as well, so I've done that. You see all of the little plastic holders are now in for the seat belts, also the seat belts that run up the sides there, they're all back in, so I've sorted out all of those, so all of the buckles and everything are back in. These are now up this way, so I can bolt the seat bases to those, and then the back seats should hopefully be sorted. I just realised I bolted that seat belt back in, and I haven't put that rear quarter panel on there, which means I'm going to have to take that seat belt back out for the third time. Alright, anyway, I need to do that first because I can't do that. I need to do that now. I'm actually going to pop back inside because the thing that holds these quarter panels on is the handle. I can't see anything in this light. Is the handle, and so I need to get the handle on. If I get the handle on, it will help it, so I'll do that. Right, I've got that. I'm not sure you can see in this light, but I have that handle on and it's got everything in there. It's a bit better. Anyway, that one's in. Now to redo the seatbelt and get this one on that side, that handle bolted in on this side, and then at least that will hold everything in place. So, progress. The back seat section will be completed. Apart from that partition, I'm not gonna be doing that. But apart from that partition and those fold down seats, this whole kind of bit will be ready to take passengers, which is exactly what I need to do because I got to go and pick up the kids this afternoon. Oh, I'm trying to take it easy at the same time. I just need to get this stuff done, and then I'll rest this afternoon. Back seats all done. I'll take the front seat cover off, redo that plastic bit, get that back in, and then pretty much all of that is ready to roll. And this one we wrapped up. Then I can work on the last bits. But look at it. I mean, I'm pretty pleased. Got to excuse the massive hole in the sill that I need to fix. These are going to be done, and the floor, I'm tempted to put another layer of carpet over this, but yeah, boy, all those, that over there's done, all over there's done. We are properly sorted. So last bits today, like I said, getting this out. I'll take it back off. It's easier to do inside because it's nice and warm. I can have coffee. And then I also need to bolt on down here. I don't know if you can see underneath, but it bolts on here somewhere. I don't know, I can't see it. There's a tab. There's a tab for the seat base to bolt back on. So once I've got the actual plastic bits in place, the fish hook thing, I can then get that. You know what, I'll show you. I have to say with the front as well, I'm well happy with how this has turned out. If you just look, yeah, it needs a massive hoover out now after all the dust and stuff and all the crap from the actual, does that come off? and all the stuff from the actual seat itself. But check it out. Complete difference. If you haven't seen in the previous video, I redid all the door cards, the dash, the A-pillars, everything like that. All of this stuff got trimmed. The dash got re-sprayed in rock bed. I'm loving the DAB radio there that is then linked to this. This sits on my dash, tells me my speed and everything, because that's useless. I retrimmed the steering wheel, everything. Yeah, all of those kick panels, they all got done. The center console got done, everything got redone. So now with the seat done, it's actually looking pretty damn good. I'm well pleased. So yeah, just take it inside, finish last bits off, and I'm done for the day. Peace. So the seat is back in, it's all sorted. Look at that beast. So that's all back in. I was going to take it down, vacuum it all out and sort everything out there, but the battery's flat on the taxi, so I need to jump start it or use the jumper pack. But I'll do that I'll do that later, I think. So I'm not going to go and hoover it because I need to move it. Anyway, I'm going to leave you on that one. I'll show you how it looks now. I think it looks quality. Like I said, it now needs a proper hoover out, so I can at least make it look properly sorted. And I probably should have done that before I showed you and everything, but it's done. So I'm going to end it there on this one, guys. I know you've had a couple of taxi ones this week. Hopefully I'll be feeling a bit better next week and I won't have to deal with all of this COVID shit. And then I'll be back to crack on with the S4. Loads of stuff to do on that, loads of parts ready to go on that as well. So I'm really looking forward to changing all that stuff up. I still have all the stuff to do on the C1, all of that new front suspension stuff, well not front suspension, front wishbones, track lens and stuff like that. That's a real good session. That will make the thing feel so much better. Really looking forward to actually getting those things done and out of the way. Yeah, loads more stuff to do. And then in the meantime, I can crack on with those fold down chairs and everything. But this is very much getting to the point where the inside of this is complete for that first round. And I'm really looking forward to having it nailed down. So yeah, I'll come back, finish this all stuff off, tidy it all up, and then we'll do a wrap up when I've managed to do those last bits and you can see the full transformation. Like I said, if you haven't seen the full transformation so far, have a look at the playlist, those sorts of things. It's come an absolute such a long way. But yeah, otherwise, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.